weed back then, but Mike was deeper in the trenches and used to break into houses and steal TVs. Mike and Rio would always see each other around the neighborhood though, and Mike was tied with Rio's cousin too. Then Rio's cousin got killed when Rio was 18, and after that, he started kicking it with Mike more. Half of Mike's family all worked legit jobs, but on his mom's side of the family, they were all in the streets. Mike started out kicking in doors and selling drugs, but eventually he decided to get a real job because the dope game wasn't working out for him. Rio worked legit jobs too, but Mike and him were always thinking about becoming a millionaire in 2019, but he almost didn't live long enough to go to prison. Back in 2018, Peasy won 2K at a rap battle and stopped at a gas station after it was over. He was sitting in his whip on the west side of Detroit when two dudes came up to rob him, and when Peasy didn't hand anything over, they started shooting and Peasy got hit a few times. Luckily, he made it out of the situation alive, but Peasy knew he was headed to prison. Peasy already knew that Rio could be bigger than him, and he told Rio he had to take rap seriously and hold it down while Peasy was in prison. Rio also caught a gun case in February 2019, but nobody thought it was going to be a big deal. Peasy told Rio to just make sure he didn't get indicted by the feds, and Rio said he was ready to go all in with rapping.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on? We're back with another banger. Yes, sir. Now we're back with another banger. Yes, today's video we got the story of Rio the Young OG. Yes, sir. I've been waiting for a video like this to come out, especially in the new year, to really dive into Rio. And y'all know I've been trying to find literally the most interesting videos out here to watch and shit like that. So if y'all been enjoying these videos, I can't urge y'all enough to hit that subscribe button, because like I say, we don't do this just for entertainment, my nigga. You feel me? We're trying to grow this channel. So hit that subscribe button. You feel me? Join the motherfucking family. We just started this new year. Let's see where we can take this channel. That being said, let's see the story of Rio the Young OG, man. Let's get it.
Young OG was changing the game around 2019, but then he caught a charge and went to prison right before he really popped off. Now he's finally home and is trying to take over the whole industry. He's got a wild story that most rap fans don't know anything about, and today we're breaking it all down. Rio the Young OG came up in Flint, Michigan, and had a crazy life from the jump. His mom was addicted to drugs when she gave birth to Rio, so he was actually adopted from the hospital when he was just 3 days old. Rio didn't even know he was adopted until he got older though. The woman who adopted him was friends with his mom, and Rio always thought that his real mom was just a family friend. Then when he was a kid, Rio got into a fight with one of his cousins, and she's the one who told him that he was adopted. Rio raps about the situation later on the track Molly and said, "Now I'm finna say a bunch of shit I had bottled in. I barely know my family. I was adopted in. He gave me 2 Glocks for one verse. I got adopted twins. Plus my auntie overdosed off pills. That's why I popped perk 10s. Rio said that after he found out the woman who raised him wasn't really his mom, it messed him up as a kid. That's when he started acting out more and getting deeper in the streets. He didn't understand why his real mom gave him up, because she ended up having 2 more kids after him and didn't give them up. The woman who adopted him showed him plenty of love."
Hold on. Wait a minute. I thought the mother was just going through some shit and she, you know, couldn't have a wooty whoop. But then you telling me you have 2 kids after me and you didn't give them up, but you gave me up? You didn't even fight for me to come back? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm about to turn up. What? Now I got anger. Any nigga that pissed me off is about to have it. You feel me? Especially where he at. So I kind of, and how he grew up, I kind of understand that. Well, you know, I kind of understand that. But if it was a different situation when he was in a better area, then nah. You better put that anger into your work, your grind, your music. You feel me? But I kind of understand his situation. I ain't gonna lie.
But Rio still felt like he wasn't special, so he could do whatever, and it didn't matter. Rio also didn't have much of a relationship with his dad growing up.
Especially that young.
Rio said that he didn't even meet his real dad until he was 18. On the song, he rapped, "Where the fuck would I be if I listened to my pops? He ain't even say shit. I ain't even see the nigga till I was 18. I seen Kyrie make 30,000 off fake green." One of the first things people notice about Rio is the scars he has on his face. When he was 12 years old, Rio was already smoking weed and decided to cook some french fries for himself. Rio finished his blunt after he turned the stove on to boil a pot of oil, and he got so high that he forgot he was cooking. The smoke alarm started going off all over the house, and when Rio ran back into the kitchen, the pot of oil was on fire. He carried the pot over to the sink and turned the water on, but that just made the fire flare up and splashed hot oil on Rio.
Yeah, don't do that. I was just about to say, don't ever do that. If your shit catch on fire, bruh, take that pen and go outside. Real shit. I'm dead ass serious. Take that pen and go outside and get a fire extinguisher. Do not throw water on that shit. Just take it outside, put it on a cement outside, go get your fire extinguisher. Shh. Because if you throw water on that motherfucking shit and that oil everywhere, whatever it touches, it's wraps. You feel me? It is over with. Finito. 0% gone. You feel me? Don't do that. Don't play with oil like that. Nope. Oil and fire do not mix. Don't do that shit. Oil, fire, water do not mix. Don't do it.
Rio's face and arms. The burns were so bad that Rio thought he was gonna die, but his mom rushed him to the hospital. Rio's face was so messed up at first, half of his head was swollen up and burned black. The doctor even told Rio not to look in the mirror when he went to the bathroom because he knew that it would freak Rio out to see himself like that. Eventually, the burn started to heal a bit, but still left some big scars on Rio's face. He could have had a skin graft to take the scars off, but he decided not to have surgery on it, and now he says the scars help people remember and recognize him. Rio never planned on being a rapper, but when he was around 15 years old, he met a dude who changed everything for him, PMC Mike. PMC Mike had moved to the same area Rio lived in, but at first, Mike and Rio weren't really tight. Rio was selling some weed back then, but Mike was deeper in the trenches and used to break into houses and steal TVs. Mike and Rio would always see each other around the neighborhood though, and Mike was tied with Rio's cousin too. Then Rio's cousin got killed when Rio was 18, and after that, he started kicking it with Mike more. Half of Mike's family all worked legit jobs, but on his mom's side of the family, they were all in the streets. Mike started out kicking in doors and selling drugs, but eventually he decided to get a real job because the dope game wasn't working out for him. Rio worked legit jobs too, but Mike and him were always thinking about becoming millionaires. They never thought it was gonna happen through rap, but then Rio and his homie Lil E bought some studio equipment for $400 and started rapping together. Back then they were making tracks for fun, but Rio's brother Louis Ray was already popping off in Flint. Louis Ray had been rapping for a while and had connections to the Detroit rap game too, but Rio never thought about taking it seriously like that. Everyone knew that Rio had skills though, and none of his homies could keep him in the booth. But then Mike started rapping with Rio, and that's when everything started to change. Their styles matched up like crazy, and everyone was going wild for the tracks they made together. Rio made a song with his brother Louis Ray too, and Louis Ray played it for a dude from Detroit named Peasy. Peasy is a legend in the Detroit rap scene. Back in the day, he was part of a crew called Team Eastside that he started in 2006. But then Peasy went solo and became one of the most respected rappers in the city. Flint is really close to Detroit, and Rio came up listening to Peasy's music, so he was shocked when he heard that Peasy wanted to link up with him in the booth. But at the time, Rio was working a legit job and didn't have any time to go to Detroit and make music. He still didn't think that he could make any money from rap, so he stayed in Flint for a while and just kept working. Eventually, Louis Ray convinced Rio to take a trip out to Detroit and meet Peasy though, and that's when Rio realized.
He like, bro, I'm trying to tell you. Just fuck your job for a little bit, bro. Fuck it. Just try to take some days off, nigga. At least go out there. He probably was like, nigga, at least go out there for a weekend, bro. Just take the weekend off, nigga, and go out there. I'm telling you, this is gonna change your life. And he did it. And nigga, ever since then, it probably changed. It just changed his life, nigga, straight up.
Realized he could actually make money in the booth. Peasy jumped on a song with Louis Ray and Rio, and he didn't even charge Rio for the feature. And while Rio was kicking it with Peasy in Detroit, Peasy showed him how much money he was making off of streams, features, and doing shows. Linking up with Peasy was a huge win for Rio, but before they could make a lot of music together, Peasy got caught up in some crazy legal drama. Back in 2016, Peasy was listed in an indictment against a crew called the 6 Mile Cheddar Grove Gang. The cops booked 11 alleged Cheddar Grove members and accused the gang of 4 murders that went down in 2015. Edwin Mills and Carlo Wilson shot up the Troster Market on December 1st and killed 2 people, and Cheddar Grove allegedly crashed out in broad daylight 2 other times and caught bodies on both hits. Peasy turned himself in 2019, but he almost didn't live long enough to go to prison. Back in 2018, Peasy won $2K at a rap battle and stopped at a gas station after it was over. He was sitting in his whip on the west side of Detroit when 2 dudes came up to rob him. And when Peasy didn't hand anything over, they started shooting and Peasy got hit a few times. Luckily, he made it out of the situation alive, but Peasy knew he was headed to prison. Peasy already knew that Rio could be bigger than him, and he told Rio he had to take rap seriously and hold it down while Peasy was in prison. Rio also caught a gun case in February 2019, but nobody thought it was going to be a big deal. Peasy told Rio to just make sure he didn't get indicted by the feds, and Rio said he was ready to go all in with rapping. But then just 2 weeks later, the feds indicted Rio for conspiracy to possess and distribute heroin and cocaine.
They came and
the feds
got
had
him.
some wiretap phone calls, and that's how Rio and some other dudes all got booked. But Rio said he didn't even know most of the guys who were on the case with him. According to Rio, he was never caught with drugs, and the gun charge he had wasn't legit because he legally owned the gun that they charged him with. It sounds like the cops just wanted to put him away though, and Rio basically had to decide between fighting the gun case or a drug case. Rio ended up pleading guilty for the gun, and that's when he really started going hard in the booth. Rio knew he didn't have a lot of time to make music, and back then he still wasn't making money off rap even though his name was getting some buzz. Rio didn't even know how to put his music up on streaming platforms, but he had a cousin who knew how all of it worked. Rio's cousin helped him set everything up, and Rio dropped his first tape in 2019. Rio's cousin told him that it would probably take 3 months before he got any money from the streams. But Rio's name was already so high that he got paid 3 weeks later for 1.6K. It wasn't a ton of money,
that
but
nigga,
Rio saw...
yeah, it wasn't a ton of money, but 3 weeks and I made 1.6? That nigga sat there and was like, all I did was make music. I just rapped what I felt in the booth. And in 3 weeks I seen 1.6. Nigga said, hold on. Imagine if I go viral. What would that be like? Oh, let's run this. You feel me? Like, let's get it. Hold on.
Really got on his grind. He dropped another tape 2 weeks later, and the next check was even bigger. Rio's money was going up from the streams, but he still had to get a legit...
Hold on. See what I'm talking about, nigga? I be telling y'all to stay out the street, nigga. You ain't gotta be a... What? You ain't gotta... I know Rio is a street nigga. You feel me? I know. This kind of contradicts, but hold on. Let me cook. Listen. You don't got to be a street nigga to rap. Y'all ever heard of Lil Mabu? Bro, raps about killing people, street this, street that, but he tells you straight up, oh, I ain't no street nigga. Hold on. Don't get that Mr. Screwed. No. This is what y'all like to hear. So this is what I'm producing for you. What's getting me the bag, making me rich. You feel me? If you want to be like that, go ahead, rap about killing whoop-de-whoop, but let them know straight up like Lil Mabu. Oh no, I want no smoke. No. We ain't dissing nobody. But I'm killing ops that I don't got. They fake ops. This is what you want to hear, so this is what I'm dropping. But no, we don't bang. We know I go to college. I'm a good kid. Hold on. You feel me? So, lock in, man. Let's finish this reaction. Hold on.
The job while he was fighting his case. At first, the judge wouldn't even let Rio out on bond because the prosecutor showed a music video where Rio killed a cop and used his lyrics against him. But eventually he got home and was on house arrest. Rio was facing some serious time. He couldn't even go to the studio or shoot videos outside of his house anymore. But he didn't let that slow him down. Rio was grinding so hard to make music that he was recording tracks while he was holding his son and feeding him.
If you go listening back to some of them old CDs, you probably hear my son in the background. I was holding my son, like feeding him, rapping.
Rio dropped 4 solo projects in 2019 and linked up with PMC Mike for 2 collab tapes. Rio was treating the rap game like a hustle, and he was doing features for anybody that would pay him. He said sometimes he'd get a few thousand for a feature, but he would hop on tracks with fans too and only charge him like $100.
I'm taking anything, 5,500.
This nigga said, I'm taking anything, 5,500, yeah, because I'm on a grind. I'm stacking my chips. Nigga, what? What? Nigga, what? You feel me? I'm running this up for real. I don't care what it is. It's money, nigga. It's money added to my pocket.
I got a son for me from $100 for $100 while I was getting millions of views, bro. It got to a point where I'm rapping with fans.
Eventually, Rio made enough off the streams and features that the judge in his case let him quit his other job because it was clear that Rio had a career in the rap game. And what a lot of people don't know is that Rio was already giving back to the community while he was still on house arrest. Rio definitely wasn't making millions, but he still started helping out people in Flint and gave away a bunch of free turkeys on Thanksgiving to families who couldn't afford their own. Rio stayed on probation for 2 years and didn't get into any more legal drama at all. And after a while, Rio thought he might not even have to go to prison. Peasy came back home while Rio was waiting to see how his case turned out, and they hopped right back in the booth together. Rio didn't have a criminal history, and his career was starting to really pop off, but the judge still sent him to prison. And right before he got locked up, Rio dropped a track Last Day Out and rapped, "YouTube checks rolling in. I ain't even check. I wasn't paranoid at all. I ain't even sweat. 20 racks on the floor right now. I'ma need that. 3 years and 8 months, I'll be right back. $250,000 put up, I could sleep like that. But I'm really nervous though. I can't even cap. Getting locked up was a big loss. But Rio had recorded so much music while he was out on bail that he was able to keep dropping new music while he was locked up. Fans were still rocking with him like crazy. And Rio...
See, that's why always being prepared is a good thing. Always staying ahead of yourself is a good thing. Because you never know. You never know when you can get sick. You never know when your voice can get, fuck up. You never know. So you want to stay ahead of that grind. Stay ahead of that. You feel me? So he made all this music ahead of time because he knew. He's like, I got buzz going right now. So let me make a bunch of music ahead of time just in case anything happened. Let me drop all these tapes just in case. Have them in the back burner. So if I do get locked up, anything do happen to me, boom, I got music coming. I'm still getting paid whilst I'm in this situation. You feel me? Always stay ahead, bro.
His name got even bigger because other rappers were popping out to support him. Peasy had been pushing Rio since day one, and he even dropped a tape called Free Rio to show love. There were rumors that Rio was going to get out in January 2024, but unfortunately that's not how it worked out, and Rio spent almost a whole year behind bars. He had been sentenced to 5 years, and fans were worried that he might spend the whole 5 years in prison. But then in December 2024, the news broke that he was finally coming home. When Rio got out, he hopped straight on a private jet and went to Atlanta. Then he dropped Rio Free, which was the first new track he recorded in 4 years. A lot of rappers fall off when they catch a case and go to prison, but Rio blew up even more while he was inside, and Rio Free ran up millions of views in just a few days after he dropped it. Rio said he's happy with how he's popping off, but he's still hungry and wants to take it even further. Going to prison also made Rio realize how he needs to really focus on the rap game and stay out of legal drama. He said that was his first and last bid, and hopefully that doesn't change. Rio came up off the underground scene in Flint, but he's got huge names pushing him too. Lil Yachty tapped in with him before Rio went to prison, and now they're allegedly planning on dropping a tape together. Rio said that Yachty DM'd him out of the blue one day and told him his music was hard. At the time, Rio didn't know Yachty's music that well, but he appreciated him reaching out because Yachty was already a big artist. Rio invited Yachty to come to Flint and work on music together, and Yachty pulled up to Rio's hood without security.
Came to Flint, man. That's why I love his nigga. He came to Flint and got in my car and told his security guard to fuck off. He rode through my neighborhood with me, man, Lil Yachty.
Rio said that Yachty wasn't even wearing any
clothes. That's right, Yachty. That's right, Yachty. Nigga said, looked around and said, nah, I'm straight. I'm cool. Like, you sure you just met this nigga? I'm straight. Like, I'm straight. Trust me. He already know. You feel me? Like, he said, no security. This nigga said he rode with me through my hood. I said, what? This nigga got balls like a motherfucker. I like this nigga. You feel me? Let's get
Because he was scared. Because he wanted to fit in and be regular.
He wasn't bougie acting or I'm a millionaire. He didn't even have his jewelry on. Not because he was scared. He wanted to feel regular. He told me that 10 times.
Rio said they gave him a lot of respect.
Yeah, hold on. Lottie was like, hold on. He was like, let me get something. Hold on. You feel me? I ain't scared. I would have pulled up in this bitch full bust down everything. You feel me? But I want to feel regular. I want to feel like the people. I don't need people coming to me like, oh, woody whoop. Nah, yeah, they ain't gonna know. If y'all know me, y'all gonna know me for who I am. But if you don't know me, you gonna look at me like a regular nigga. Not, oh, who are you? Cause I got all this jewelry on. You feel me? So yeah, man, mad respect to Lil Yachty for that. And y'all know we reacted to this song as well on our reaction channel as well, man. So if y'all haven't subscribed over there, go ahead and check out the channel. That being said, let's finish off this video.
Since they've been tapped in, if Rio keeps the momentum up, he could really pop off and hit the mainstream.
That's what I'm saying.
He already built a crazy fan base while he was locked up and couldn't tour and make new music. So if Rio doesn't get caught up in any more cases, there's no telling how big he's gonna get.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, comment, subscribe, and also, bro, I've been watching Rio's videos for a little minute now since his blow up. You feel me? And Rio's been going stupid. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. So y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about Rio. If you made it this far, you better hit that subscribe button because I told y'all we don't just do this for entertainment. We're trying to grow the channel and eventually make this a thing. You feel me? That being said, like, comment, subscribe, and I catch y'all on the next one. We